The brilliant Jacob Rees-Mogg was praised by the Prime Minister in Parliament, as he presented her with the argument that allowing a second Brexit referendum would validate Nicola Sturgeon's request for a second independence vote in Scotland.
By your leave, Mr. Speaker, may I congratulate the Prime Minister on winning the confidence of the Conservatives in this House last week, and assure her that she therefore commands my confidence too. On the issue of the second referendum, better known as the loser's vote, I support the Prime Minister's opposition to this, not only because it is undemocratic and would be divisive, but also because it would be very hard to deny a second referendum in Scotland if we had a second referendum on membership of the European Union.
Can I say my honourable friend, I think, makes a good point. We have a record over the years on a number of referendums. We have accepted the decisions that people have taken. We have not gone back to them with a second referendum, and I think he's absolutely right, and may I thank him for his remarks at the beginning of his question.
The prominent Brexiteer congratulated Theresa May on her victory after Tory MPs expressed their vote of confidence in the Prime Minister's leadership last week. He moved on to praise the Prime Minister for her uncompromised position against a second Brexit referendum, arguing it would be very hard to deny Nicola Sturgeon a second vote on Scotland's independence if a loser's vote went ahead. He said, on the issue of a second referendum, better known as the loser's vote, I support the Prime Minister's opposition to this not only because it is undemocratic and it would be divisive, but also because it would be very hard to deny a second referendum in Scotland if we had a second referendum on the membership of the European Union. The Prime Minister claimed the Tory Brexiteer, who had voted against her in last week's vote, had made a good point. She said, "Can I say my honourable friend makes a good point? We have a record over the years of a number of referendums. We have accepted the decisions that people have taken, we have not gone back on them with a second referendum." And I think he's absolutely right.
Last week, the Prime Minister said she would not fight another general election as leader of the Conservative Party despite surviving a no-confidence vote. Mrs May today urged MPs not to break the faith of the British people in a patriotic speech. She said, "Let us not break faith with the British people by trying to stage another referendum. Another vote which would do irreparable damage to the integrity of our politics, because it would say to millions who trusted in democracy, that our democracy does not deliver. Another vote which would likely leave us no further forward than the last. And another vote which would further divide our country at the very moment we should be working to unite it." Her grave words come in the wake of a bruising EU summit in Brussels last week, during which European leaders largely rebuffed the PM's calls for reassurances on her withdrawal agreement. Thank you for your time. Subscribe for more upcoming news.